Good morning, fellow YouTubers. So today I'm going to take Larry, my Savannah monitor, and move him into his new grow tent. Beautiful 8 feet by 4 feet and 6 feet tall. So it's about 9:30. Last night I moved in all of Larry's lights and his UVB. Don't worry, we still got upgrades to go. He's still warm. He's still sleeping because his lights aren't on, but he has a nice little ceramic bulb. As you see, I'm wearing a glove. I've had Larry for about 2 months. He's very defensive, but obviously, as you can tell, it's time for an upgrade. Larry's about 2 months old, and this this enclosure just isn't gonna cut it anymore. So we're going to, as stressless as possible, move him. Good morning. I know. I have a surprise for you. So, no matter what, Larry bites me. I know. I gotta move you. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick him up. I know. So, Larry has never pooped on me whenever he's been nervous or defensive. He's about 6 months old. Look, Bubba's, look. Look. Now we're just going to take everything out of his old enclosure and put it in here. So as you can tell, Larry is not very happy about the move, but considering he was in a 40-gallon, it was obviously needed. So let's talk a little bit about his enclosure. I got a 96-inch by 48-inch by 80-inch grow tent from Amazon, and after taxes it was about $175. The reason I chose a grow tent, even though most people in the reptile community hate the grow tents, is because my husband and I will be moving in about 6 months, and I wanted something that I could easily assemble and disassemble, which is also why I chose a PVC box with foam and everything. And yes, it's ugly, but as you can see, this is about 1.5 feet of substrate. It's a 46-inch by 46-inch, and it's doing just fine. When we move into our new house, I'm obviously gonna upgrade him to a wooden box that's a little bit more prettier. Let's see, I got the UVV light from a local pet shop, and I just cut it on and off with the switch right there. I got the lights and the bulbs from Home Depot, and let me tell you now, it's so much cheaper than like going to PetSmart or anything like that. I think the only thing I'll probably do next is get a longer extension cord so I can just bring these down and make his basking spot a little bit hotter. But this one alone is 240 watts, and this one is 120 watts. So we should be able to get him up to the speed that we need. He has multiple places to bask. He has a little cement circle thing, and then we have bricks that he had inside of his enclosure. He has a hide, which I'm sure he'll use now for temporary, but he had about 2 or 3 burrows in his 40-gallon, so I know that that's not going to be an issue. As you see, his humidity is at about 83. I got that neat little doohickey from Tractor Supply for, I don't know, $5-10. And then we have his water bowl. Probably within the next month or so, because he's growing so fast, I'll probably get him another water bowl. This is to keep him on this side, but if he happens to climb over, there's nowhere to go. He can climb back up. The vents are closed, so he can't get anywhere. Right now we're just gonna check his temperatures to see where it's at, and I have a nice little gun. So right now his basking is about 77, but I just moved it in here, so I'm sure after a few hours it'll heat up. This one's at 81. And that's the one thing about these creatures, these beautiful, beautiful creatures. You gotta have multiple basking spots. But like I said, that's why I'm gonna go I hear you, bubs. But like I said, that's where we're going to go to Home Depot, get a longer extension cord, and we're going to drop these lights probably about another foot to get them closer to the basking area. Um, the only other upgrades that we're going to have to do is, I don't like this door. You know, it only has this one itty bitty window. So this week, because I couldn't find it at Home Depot, we're going to cut, we're going to, here's a better example. We're going to take this door and we're going to cut all of it out, and I'm going to put either a 16 gauge or 20 gauge plastic vinyl, and that's basically going to be his window. But I wanted to do this video because you don't really see many monitors with the full depth of substrate that they need inside of a grow tent. I hear you. But yeah, like I said, I've had Larry about 2 months. He hasn't been this defensive in about a month because I do a lot of bonding. I hand feed with superworms, and you know, every day I come downstairs, because this is in my kitchen, by the way. Every day I come downstairs and I sit in my living room, and he lets me bond with him. You know, when he was in his 40-gallon, I could open the door and he wasn't trying to kill me, but as you can see, I kind of pissed him off. So we're going to have to work on that. So what I'm going to do is to let him get out, you know, let him get comfortable. We're just going to close the tent, let it heat up a little bit in here. I'm definitely not worried about the humidity. I'm more so worried about the heat getting to where it needs to be. And yeah. Okay.